What's up, YouTube? You know how this works, right? Video games. We play them sometimes. And right now we're playing Hogwarts Legacy. And Dancing Boy's still dancing. And we were going to do potions. Um, I don't know how to do potions. This guy. This guy's probably got the potion recipes that we need. And then we need to go to the one place that lets us grow mandrakes. It's right here. Okay.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lowing.
Yep.
Saved me a lot
Gotcha.
of time and trouble.
Focus, Thunderbrew, visibility. Well, I know we need Thunderbrew.
A wise decision. Thank you.
I
I
don't
hope
remember
to
the other
see
one.
you again. Farewell for now.
Not that one. This one. This. Invisibility. And a bunch of these things. Okay. What was it? Invisibility. Hmm.
I hope to see you again.
Not sure
Farewell
I
for now.
would care to do that. But just buy the potion. Then there was this one up here. Yeah.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio.
There's no demiguise here.
Mine now, demiguise.
What are you talking about, dude? Okay. I don't know what he's talking about. That kind of bench.
Have a look around. I'll be with you in just a minute.
Okay, I guess I've already bought mandrake seeds. Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna go to the realm
Doors
requirement and
always
see if I
open.
can't grow
You
it.
be sure to stop by.
If not, I'll have to go by here again just to buy the thing. Mandrake. Potion. I need. I don't know what that is. Okay, well, we got the mandrake. We just use the mandrake. We don't have to turn that one into a potion. Where'd it go? Visibility, Thunderbrew. Multiple enemies simultaneously. Okay, well, we need a Thunderbrew potion. Invisibility potion. Visibility potion, which I have, but I don't have a Thunderbrew. I can make another invisibility. No idea how to do that. So let's not worry about it. We got other quests to do. Okay, let's just find an enemy to use mandrakes on. Where are enemies guaranteed? Here in the Forbidden Forest.
Revelio.
Button. There's only one of them here. I need multiple enemies. Use the thing on. There's a spider nest. Can't go that way.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Always on another adventure. I don't know if those count.
Potato. Assignment's all finished.
Did I just kill them all? Yeah, I did. Okay. Well then. That's done. And yes, Hogwarts. I don't know why we gotta go through all this extra trouble. Get where we need to go. I don't know what quest it auto selected, but fine with me. Open the map before I can press F.
wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
See? FDQA. Absolutely terrible. I'm not gonna remember that.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in
Revelio.
the next room.
Okay.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Me rotate. What were the other ones? R, no. AD, just movement. F, no. Okay. V brings it closer to me.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
Yep, well, I guess we,
I was wondering,
sure.
what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an
Yeah,
affinity
no, I
for
didn't
green,
actually
so
care.
this situation is a bit of a dream come true.
Just,
After graduation, I was
got
thrilled
stuck
to be
with
asked to
this.
step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor.
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of
I mean,
bad
if it was
luck.
practically blind,
Well, I felt awful for him,
Easily
but I
kicked
dare say I
something.
felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
don't know what those are. All right.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay. So F. Okay, F is the button. Doesn't do anything when it's max distance, and that's max distance. Okay, we got that now. What's next? Okay, well, we can do this one now. Okay, divination, whatever it's called. I don't know how that's gonna work in a video game, but guess we're gonna try figure it out.
Students, afraid of a staircase? Can't catch thieves!
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
And there happens to be one.
Accio! Well, it's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
And we're here. Is that it? Clearly not. You want to talk about
Hello,
something?
Adelaide. How are you and your uncle
okay.
doing?
Yeah.
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
Revelio.
Who would have thought someone as young as me?
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment. I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning if they can at least prepare us. And you are preparing yourself even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets.
Didn't even say anything about what spell we're learning. We just went straight into this.
You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Okay.
Descender! Excellent! I think you have it.
Repulsor! Accio! Professor,
And
do you have a
activate the
moment?
demiguise.
I do.
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
Guess we're listening to her too.
The art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare, and, as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. When I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do, I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days ahead. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
Still can't activate the demiguise. I remember something about it being nighttime. But I thought that means I thought I couldn't see it unless it was nighttime. If I can see it, then why can't I? I don't remember. What quests do we have next? arguing. Okay.
I'm not looking forward at all.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested. And you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse, also known as the torture curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Okay. That one was easy. Just talk to them. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what the scriptorium is. I don't remember if they explained it or not. Okay, let's see this. He really wants to tell me to equip better gear. I don't know why.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Uncle Roland senses best. He often asks after you and his owl. And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
walking in, the only person not wearing the
Ladies?
uniform.
Professor Shah.
Astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for
No,
you.
no, bring it into focus on your own.
Why is it a mouse movement? I have a scroll wheel.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. I'm Amit. We met in potions class. I'm happy to report that we've yet to have any explosions in this class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
I can't do that, Amit. You might need it.
No, really, you can. And I won't. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Yeah. Where's it? What
We could.
Here it is.
All of good that did. How am I supposed to find Phil? Am I supposed to be called in the telescope?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
Confringo!
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial, of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar, the other is mere lunacy.
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant.
All right, let's
you
go.
won't regret it. Shall we?
Let's.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Confringo! Revelio!
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this
Good.
close to school, I mean.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, but yeah, here's this thing, obviously.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
Yeah, it's very clearly there. Oh, no, that's not. Okay, I'm lining something else up then,
As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart.
Try to be able to zoom in as well. Rotate. Okay.
Stargazing is all about patience and precision.
I hit it automatically does it for me, okay? Sure.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them.
Sure.
This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Okay. Now we're going over here. I think I can get on a broom from there. Yeah, okay. What is here? Oh, it hugs me. I will go around. Almost there.
Psst, over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
Okay. I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
wonder what that does. Well, that didn't work. Perhaps something with a bit more force. Confringo. Also, that did it. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, I don't know how I'm doing Wingardium Leviosa. Yeah, that's Wingardium Leviosa, which isn't, you know, on this list that I have with.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, can't jump on it while lifting it. Could have known, but, you know.
Arresto momentum. Depulso. Descendo. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
See, automatically does. Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay. This doesn't rotate much, does it? I don't know how to rotate it so that it's the other way. So that I can get more height. It's not letting me go up there.
Accio. Depulso. Descendo. Accio.
What did I use?
Depulso.
I just won't rotate anymore? Is that it? Okay.
Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Why did it disappear?
Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh.
Accio.
But now it's the right shape.
Wingardium Leviosa.
And then it rotates the wrong way. I don't know how that's supposed to be done properly.
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty.